this was a show, and I was not an actor with my body. The puppets were actors. And they weren't out here in the front where you could see them. You just saw their shadows, right? Yeah. So it's called shadow puppets. Shadow puppets. They're a special kind of puppet. So when I worked on this is what I thought about. I thought about, can my audience see the shadow of my puppet? So I checked that shadow. I made sure, do we still have that flashlight, or could you use one from the box? And let's show what happens when my hand, gets in there. It's not quite as great of a show if my hand is showing, right? Not as great. The other thing I was careful of is, what if I'd been like this? I can't see. Yeah, what's happening with the shadow of the puppet?
Good. I can't see it.
My head is in the way, so I don't want to block the light with my head. So the first thing I did was check the shadow. Make sure your audience can see your puppet. Make sure it's above this line, and make sure that your hand and your head aren't in the way. The next thing I was working on was wiggling that puppet when it talked. Did you notice that when the flower popped up, it said, "A flower," and then it stopped wiggling? So we wiggle shadow puppets when they're talking, and then we stop. That way the audience knows which puppet is talking. A flower, and then the truck said, "A little toy truck, a little toy truck." I wiggled it when I talked. When you perform later, thank you, you will be working on those puppet skills. You'll be checking your shadow. You'll be wiggling when you talk.
So that was friends.
Sitting down, friends. I know it's a little bit safe. You'll check your shadow. We'll wiggle when you talk. And what we're doing right now is, this is how this lesson's going to go today. We're watching and learning how a puppet show works, and now I'm going to show you how to make a puppet, so you can make your own.
I already know.
Then as soon as you've learned that, you're going to go back and you're going to make your puppet, and you're going to use your flashlight to kind of check it out while you're making it to see if it's working. And then we're going to actually do little performances. So some of us will be listening and some of us will be performing. And then when it's your turn to be an audience, you'll be listening and other kids will be performing. So we're going to have a perform and listen time too. Right now, I want to show you how to make a puppet. So let's think about how that could work. Now, when you go back to your spot, let's go ahead and have you guys scoot back a little bit, maybe over here. And if you're in the back, you can get up on your knees. Could you come over here?
Evan, can you scoot back a little bit? She's trying to move.
I want to make a little bit of a space here so kids
No,
can
Jason, you're going to scoot back right where you were at. You were doing great.
I definitely.
And
So
Logan.
friends, can you see? When you get back to your spot, you'll see that you have some shapes. And those shapes are lots of cool things that can make stuff. Now, when I made my flower, that flower was what shape?
Layton, come here, please.
It had an ovoid for the leaf.
An ovoid for the leaf and
I'm
circles for the flower. So we can make just about anything out of shapes. We really can. We can make just about anything out of shapes. Let's think about the truck was what shapes? Circles, rectangle, and a square. The bug was
Two
ovoids.
Two circles. 4 circles.
2, 3, 4. I see 6 circles.
6. Where?
6 circles, because the eyes are each 2.
Oh,
Yeah? So friends, by putting shapes together, we can make almost anything. These were things that Raven saw when Raven flew over the world. What we're going to do is we're going to keep the story going. Raven's going to keep flying, and you're going to make a puppet of something Raven could see when Raven flies over the world.
Oh my God.
So let's think about all the things Raven might see. Raven could see almost anything. Think about if Raven were to fly over a playground or someone's backyard where kids are playing, what kind of things might Raven see? Think for a minute. What are things kids play with? What are things kids play on? What are things kids might leave behind that Raven could see? If he flew over a yard where kids are playing, what would he see? Think and then whisper to someone next to you and I'll be listening in. What might Raven see? A yard where kids are playing insects or balls? tree. There could be a tree in the yard.
What are kids
Trees.
A house?
What if Raven? Maybe he'd see his
Or
dog
doggy?
in the playground. He might see a dog. Swings. Kids running around. You might see tennis shoes. Do kids ever play with balls? Yeah. Okay. All right. 10 seconds. And 1, and make me your focal point. I heard kids say that Raven might see a ball, or a bike, or a swing, or a tree.
Or a kid.
Yep. Might see kids' tennis shoes, or a dirt bike, or a house in the yard.
Or a slide.
Friends, what if Raven is? What if Raven is hungry and Raven is looking for some food? Raven might see natural food, like on a beach. Raven might see sea urchins,
Poison berries.
might see berries, poison